I really do feel like this has been our most, without a doubt, this has been our most off the beaten path adventure in Mexico to date. Yeah, no question about it. I've got the tennis shoes to prove it. For more off the beaten path adventures around Mexico, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload a new episode every Thursday. Woo! Peace out, Querétaro! Road trip, road trip, road trip. Excited? In case you're new around here, I'm Alex, and the guy who somehow already seems to know that this road trip is going to be more than we bargained for is my husband, Taylor. We moved to Mexico in 2017 and live in a city in central Mexico called Querétaro. On a whim, we decided to rent a car and drive to the Sierra Gorda, a mountain range here in Querétaro State. You can take a bus to Jalpan de Cera, but it can be tough to get around the region without your own set of wheels. Leaving Querétaro City, we passed through Bernal, probably my favorite pueblo mágico in all of Mexico. The highway out to the Sierra is well maintained but curvy. We wound our way through the mountains for 2 hours, stopping just once for snacks until we reached our final destination. We just turned off of the highway and we're headed up to the Mirador. Hello. Hi. We were greeted right away as soon as they opened the door. Hi, hi, hi. You like it? You're not cold?
No. Awesome.
Feels refreshing?
Can you hear that meat sizzling in the background? Pro tip. We got up to Mirador Cuatro Palos and we were going to take our stuff up to the cabins, to the cabañas. We did our check-in, everything like that, but there was no food up there. So if you want to eat before you stay in the cabañas at Cuatro Palos or before you go to the Mirador, make sure you eat somewhere down on the highway. So we are back down, we came back down to the main road and drove over to Pinal de Amules, which is like the closest big town, and found a little restaurant here, and we're gonna get something to eat. Cheers! Hello, we have enchiladas, frijoles, and cecina. This looks good. Taylor went to get the car because it is raining. I didn't want to get wet. He's coming from that direction down there where all the fog is. Stomachs full, we headed back to Mirador Cuatro Palos. The hike up to the Mirador is short but intense. Only pack what you need and be sure to bring your own water. You can't buy any at the top. It took us less than 20 minutes to reach the summit, but because of the altitude, Taylor and I were both huffing and puffing. Sitting at almost 9,000 feet above sea level, Mirador Cuatro Palos has an impressive view over the valley below. So got a twin bed over here. A little matrimonial. High ceilings so it doesn't feel too crowded. And let's see if I can find a light in here. All right, the actual light is not very bright, but Taylor's using his phone to help. Little shower, toilet, everything you need. I'm ready, but do we have the key?
I don't know where the key is. It is a little before 7, a little after 7 on Saturday morning, and we are here at Mirador de Cuatro Palos and gonna see if we can see the sunrise. It's kind of cloudy out there, kind of dark. I mean, I guess the sun hasn't risen yet, but gotta go out there and try. I mean, that's what we're here to do. It's not as cold out here as I thought that it would be. We're headed over kind of to the other side of Cuatro Palos from where, you okay? Mm-hmm. From where we were, from where the cabins are. And
Gonna try and see the sunrise.
Because it's the rainy season in Querétaro right now, which I'm sure you have already gleaned from the weather so far in this vlog, the sunrise wasn't as impressive as we had hoped. But it was still cool to be up above the clouds and to look out over the valley. Alrighty, goodbye little cabin.
Bye-bye, Cabana.
Bye-bye, Cabana. It was a good place to stay, and we are headed back down to
Get some coffee.
get some café de olla.
Qué rico.
We are leaving Pinal de Amoles right now and headed like 2 hours deeper into the Sierra to a place called, tonight we're staying at a place called Cabaña Las Guacamayas, and it's near this big cave sinkhole thing. So hopefully, if weather allows, we will be able to do a hike.
It's called Sótano de Barro.
Sótano del Barro. Oh yeah, paved road. We are cruising now. We're going off-roading. Said to turn off the main road, and now it's like 19 kilometers on this. We've driven on worse, that's for sure, right?
Seems like a solid road to me.
It's fine. If you're going to hike to Sótano del Barro, you first need to make it out to Santa Maria de Cocos. This little town is deep in the Sierra. On the way there, we weren't driving through towns or villages as much as the occasional cluster of houses. I think we saw more donkeys than people. We made it! Just waiting to check into our little cabana back there. Here's a quick tour of our little cabin. Quick because it'll literally take like 2 seconds. I didn't know there was a light. I'm glad to see it. Bathroom on this side. And yeah, shower on this side. Up here, it looks like there's like a loft area with some extra beds if you were here with more people. So dark out here.
Yeah.
Can't even see you. It's a little after 4:30 in the morning. At least it's not raining, I guess. We are getting ready to leave on our hike. For 2 hours, all I saw was the sphere of Taylor's flashlight. I realize now that a sunrise hike doesn't make for the best YouTube content. Since the hike was out and back, here's a look at the return trip so you can see what the trail was like. I thought walking in the dark was tough, but having the light actually made the journey more difficult. When I was able to see, I didn't trust my feet as much, and I was taking baby steps. I slipped, I slid, and there was also a lot of sighing. It was really frustrating, and I'm somebody who likes a challenge. It was a lot tougher mentally coming back, knowing that the reward of the summit was already behind me. That was some hike, but we made it here in time for the sunrise. I feel like it's kind of hard to see with all the mist out there, but this is the Sótano del Barro. It's just like a big cave, cavern, sinkhole in the earth. And there's a bunch of guacamayas down there, which I guess is kind of in between like a parakeet and a parrot, I think.
Closer to a parrot,
Closer
I
to
think.
a parrot. They're big, they're green. I've seen a few of them flying around down there.
They live in pairs.
They live in pairs, yeah. And I guess some days they all whoosh out. But they're kind of sleeping in today, I guess. Well, they're pretty noisy down there. I don't know if you can hear them. Definitely noisy. If I'm being totally honest, this weekend didn't turn out like I'd hoped. Instead of a relaxing getaway in nature, I dragged Taylor on a muddy hike where we could barely see anything. It rained pretty much the entire time, the clouds obstructed the sunrise, and we couldn't shower for 2 days because neither cabin had any water pressure to speak of. But it was an adventure, and really, that's all you can ask for from travel. Shout out to Taylor for driving and honestly never really complaining. He did say, though, that he's going to plan our next trip. I'm Alex from backpackingbrunette.com. Thanks for watching.